2 seconds, guys. My apologies. I was actually on a client call before this supporting. All right, you guys hear me, yeah? Perfect. Love it. All right. Guys, so this is like the last call before the challenge ends. Tomorrow's the last day of the challenge, correct? Yeah. Technically, because nobody's gonna work out at like Tuesday, 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Cool. I love it. How was everybody's Halloween? Put on the chat if you dressed up. If it's a yes, I want to hear what the costume was. What was your costume for Halloween this past weekend? What was your costume this past week for Halloween? I want to hear it. Put it on the chat. Put it on the chat. Nobody dressed up? Z, talk to me. What did you dress up as? Put it on the chat. And we got a full house. Love it. Bingo Bluey with my daughter. That's amazing. Anyone else? Nobody else dressed up? Come on, nobody's boring like me. Damn, I guess nobody dressed up. All right. Well, oh, Catherine was working. I get you. I guess everybody was changing lives like me. I get it. All right, guys. Aaron says Ruzel from Up with my golden retriever. That's hilarious. What? I love that. Good job, Aaron. There you go. All right. Guys, so this is the last call before the last day of the challenge. The challenge ends tomorrow. Um, and I really liked the setup and the vibe that we had on our Wednesday call. So we're gonna do something a little similar. Okay. I want to talk about how important community is. So I kind of want to warm up this topic of conversation with three simple questions. First question, how many of you would have skipped a workout or meal if you weren't in this community chat? Put me on the chat and be honest with me. Huda says me, Jeanette says me, Catherine says me, Wanda says me, Zaina says me. So you guys are telling me that like if you guys weren't in a community, you guys probably would have skipped a meal. Elaine says me or skipped a workout. That right there is the power of community. Because you're in a group, there's motivation coming in from everywhere. Okay. Who's had a crazy week but still showed up anyway? Catherine says me. Jeanette says me. Who else? Elaine says me. Zane says me. Love it. Now tell me if that's showing that you did not quit on yourself, I don't know what is. That's phenomenal. That you had a crazy week but still showed up anyway. Now, I want one small win in one simple sentence this week that this group helped you celebrate or stay accountable for? It could be anything. One sentence only on the community chat. All right, I'm gonna say it out loud. Wanda says, I'm going food shopping, can't be in for too long because the internet here is horrible. That's cool, girl. Completely fine. Give me that small window. Give me one sentence, girl. One small win this week that the group helped you celebrate or stay accountable for. Catherine says, keeping my food intake in mind and going to the gym. Good. Elaine says, killing each workout. Wanda says, I lost zero point 0.6 pounds. Hell yeah, girl. Jeanette says, hitting the gym 4 times this week. Hell yeah, girl. Huda says, I guess I wasn't too hard on myself after measurements. Hell yeah, girl. Huda did her measurements this week and she was a little upset, but I reminded her that results aren't linear. They go up and down just like the stock market. Whether it increases or decreases, it goes up and down. Z says, trying new exercises until I get it right and send videos until I get it right. Hell yeah. Z is sending me videos of her doing exercises to make sure she's doing it correctly. I love that. Tony, I'm still waiting for your message, girl. Didn't I see you at the gym today? I want to give you guys. Yeah, there she is. Love it. I was going to say I felt like I can't count this week, but today was a win after all. Hell yeah, girl. You got to give yourself some grace. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Good. All right. Aaron, just do me a favor, just make sure we know on the people who showed up and let's not forget Wanda. She showed up at least for a little bit. Okay. Um, small little teaching that I want to give you guys is the power of community. There's three levels of support here, guys, in the Abarca Fitness community. Okay, the first one is accountability. It's not only because of the coaches here, even though like we're phenomenal, we're the best, but when you post your workouts, your meals, your progress, you guys are not just like showing it off. You're keeping yourself accountable. You're reminding your future self, I show up even when it's hard. There's something honorable about that. There's proof. You're putting it on a piece of paper. You're putting it on the app. You're typing it up. You're keeping yourself accountable. And then there's encouragement. So that was the accountability. And then there's a encouragement. That's like a second level of accountability. Encouragement, when you comment on someone else's post or react to someone else's wins, just like you guys are now, and cheer them on, just like you guys just cheered on um Wanda, cheered on, yeah, because she lost zero point 0.6 pounds. You guys are giving them energy on the days that they don't have any. And I want you guys to remember that because there's days that not everybody has the energy to keep pushing forward. And us as a team, if you give that positive energy to them, you're going to receive that back when you have low energy. That energy comes back around. Well, there's a terminology that's called. That's like what's it called? Can you put it on the chat? Anyone who remember like putting that energy back? Karma, there you go. I knew it was a stripper name. No, I'm joking. All right, so there's accountability, there's encouragement, and then there's ownership. Ownership. The strongest communities are built when people stop saying, "This is Brian's program," and start saying, "This is our family, this is our team, this is our program." It becomes from single to plural. That's when real transformation happens. Why? Because everyone feels responsible for the energy that they put into the room. Okay. So I want to make this real and I want to hear from you guys. Okay. I want to I want to hear what's one thing this community has done for you, even something small. Okay? You guys can unmute yourselves or raise your hands. Don't make me call up on you guys. I want someone brave right now. Let's start the habit.
I'll go.
Yeah, let's go, Catherine.
This community for sure has helped me push myself. Um, because it's something bigger than just me. And so, just like the other day, I was working out. I think it was sometime last week, and there was a workout that I kind of was like, oh my god, I don't want to do this. And I kind of just thought to myself, I was like, but like everyone else is doing their workouts. I was like, I mean, I did say in my head, I was like, let me not give them something to talk shit about. But it was more, and that's just how I talk to myself, just to be kind of like humorous. But it's really just seeing everybody showing up, and the pictures that they put in the chat, and when people are like, proud of themselves for, taking that extra walk, and they're changing their habits. Like, it's inspirational. So it just like, who am I to be skipping out on like an extra, workout when everybody is sitting here and trying to put in their effort. So, like I see that, and, just seeing your guys' efforts, and, wanting to be better and changing your habits and being honest with yourself, being honest and vulnerable here,
Hmm,
it's inspirational. So I get motivated by that.
that's what I'm talking about, Catherine. Hell yeah, girl. Hell yeah. Who else? Don't make me count on anyone. I'll pick on some people.
That's what I wanted to say is that you guys as coaches, I lean on a lot with Aaron. I struggle a lot with food. So he was there. He was there to catch me. So I just appreciate Aaron always, even though I'm driving him crazy in the messages, just being there. And I really appreciate it. He helped me understand and have a better relationship with food. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Everybody put a fire emoji for Aaron on the chat. Let's show him some love. Hell yeah, bro. Catherine says, period. Let's go. I love that, Jeanette. Thank you for sharing. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. I think I saw E. E said, I would say this community has made me feel like I belong here. I'm always excited for myself, but also for everyone in the fam. Oh, look at girl, you about to make me cry. Hell yeah. I love that. I love that, Elaine. I love that, Elaine. Who else? Who else? Give me one more. One more. Who else is gonna be brave? Don't make me call on someone. All right, Huda, I'll count this. It was very inspirational seeing a trainer be vulnerable. Ooh, I think Huda, you're talking about the trainer from last week, right? Yes. Do you guys want her to continue joining calls on Wednesdays? You could put yes or no on the chat. Jeanette says yes. Z says yes. Huda says yes. Love that. Okay. I'll have her on again. Catherine said I missed it. Well, come on Wednesday, girl. I got you. Tony says, honestly, it's a positive energy that's so rewarding. I love that. Z says, I love this community so nice, like fam, and very possible. I'm assuming you said positive. I love that. Cool. I love it. I love it. All right. What's something you'd say to someone who just joined and feels nervous or lost? Anyone. What's something you'd say to someone who just joined and feels nervous or lost? What would you say about this community? Elaine says it's okay to feel that way, but it's so worth it. Love that, E. Who else? Huda says, don't be nervous, Brian, about to change your life. I love that, Huda. Catherine says, falling is part of the journey. Ooh, that's inspirational. Change your mindset and your body will follow. I love that. Wow. Anyone else? Yeah, that's a good one, Kat. Anyone else? Yes, no, maybe? Catherine says, thanks. I learned from you guys. I love that. Cool. One more quick question. How has showing up here on calls helped you stay on track when life gets crazy? How has showing up here on calls helped you stay on track when life gets crazy? Go ahead, Kat.
I just saw Jeanette said accountability, and that's so true. It just helps me stay accountable, and um, it pushes me. I don't want to say force me because nobody can force me into doing nothing. It really inspires me, and motivates me to carve time out
Mm,
for this. And it's not just showing up to the gym and just kind of learning how to eat. It's really taking the time to prep like this, where we're talking about mindset, where we're talking about, reflecting on this. And a lot of times we don't take the step to do that. And yeah, so I think that's one of my favorite parts about it.
oh yeah, Kat. I love it. Jeanette says accountability, and Huda says, at least I know I'm not alone in this. That's huge. Thank you for sharing that with me and us, Huda. Huda says, at least I know I'm not alone in this. I love that. All right, fam. And I say fam because I love each of you guys dearly. I want you guys to do something. This is going to be the call to action. This is going to be the homework from this call. Okay. I want you to go on the community chat and tag someone and tell them one thing you specifically you've noticed they're doing well, even if it's just showing up. Tag someone on the community chat and tell them one thing you notice they're doing well in, even 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 if it's just showing up, because showing up is still something. Okay? That's your homework for you guys. I really love and like these formats of the calls. The format started this past Wednesday, and I continued it today, and it seems like there's a lot of positive feedback on these type of formats and getting to know each other a little bit more on this community, especially on the calls. So if you guys really like these type of formats, I'll continue doing these type of formats. And obviously there'll be Q&As at the end. Okay. If there's any questions, feel free to ask on the chat. You guys are welcome to say yes, there's questions and I'll call on you, or no, there's no questions on the chat. And we'll shut this down. Is there any questions for me exclusively or for Aaron about training, nutrition, nothing like this? Buddha says no, Jeanette says no. Okay. So Catherine, talk to me, girl.
Not really a question. Just wanted to let you know that I'm gonna be out of Thursday through Monday.
Thursday through Monday, you said, or Sunday?
Yeah. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come back Monday.
Okay, understood.
hmm
Where are you going?
I'm going to Georgia to go visit one of my friends.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Is it cold out there right now?
I thought it was. It's like chilly, but it's like nicer than here. It's like warmer than here.
Okay.
hmm
Are you going to be doing anything physically active there, or would you want something like a little bit like portable? Do you want anything from us?
But no, I definitely do. I know that she has a gym in her building, so I might be using that, and I'm excited about that. But just I know that they're not gonna have like the same weights, and they're not gonna have the same probably machines that they would in like the gym. So maybe like just stuff that's like free weight I can see, and maybe like they probably had a treadmill, like basic building gyms, you know.
Got it.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Gotcha, girl. All right. Free weights, basic. All right, just writing notes. All right, guys. So just FYI again, if you haven't done it so far right now, tag someone on the community chat, tell them one thing you noticed they're doing well in, even if it's just showing up, even if it's just eating right, even if they're just working out, completely fine. All right. I want to see some tags. Have the best Sunday ever. Okay. Sleep in, because I believe this is daylight savings, right? I'm looking forward to that extra hour. I don't know about you guys. All right. I love you all, guys. Bye.